Hello and welcome everyone to the Self-Help Detox Daily with me, your host, Martin McNicholl. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you are well. Hope all is good in your world on this wonderful Thursday. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching in the world. Sending our love and gratitude to you, wherever you are. If it is the first time watching, please let us know where you're joining from in the world. Put in the comments where you are. If you're watching on replay, let us know where you're joining from as well. We'd like to know where your family of light are all around the world. So today, I want to ask you a question. Do you feel like you've got a voice inside? You've got something that you wish to share, but you've let fear hold you back? Do you feel like there's something that you wish to let out or share with the world, but a story has held you back? Speaking your truth, being your truth, living your truth is the highest aspect that we can be as a human. In this process, the self-help detox, everything that I share, everyone that I'm working with is all about finding our voice and speaking our truth and being vulnerable and being okay with being exactly as we are and not changing anything. So if it's your first time here, the self-help detox is all about my life journey, my life path, my discovery of everything being inside and nothing external ever worked. I searched outside of myself for relationships with drink and drugs and um, money and cars and relationships and healthy bodies and all of these things and diets. I was always constantly searching outside of myself, and eventually I came to the knowing and the truth that everything is inside, the answer is inside, and there's nothing to fix, there's nothing to heal, there's nothing to change. We are perfect, whole, and complete as we are in this moment, and there is nothing we need to do to change that. All that we are is perfection. All that we are is wholeness. All that we are is all that is. So the self-help detox is about detoxifying yourself from the belief and thoughts that I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I need to change my body, I need to fix my mind, I need to meditate more, I need to do this diet, I need to do this. None of that is needed. You need to reveal and remember the truth of who you are, and that is why we are here. So thank you so much for joining. Welcome, welcome, beautiful family of light all around the world. It's just a beautiful place to be here, beautiful space. We've got a wonderful community supporting all of our incredible beings here. And today I've got a very special show. So this is the Empowerment Hour. So on several days in the week, we have a guest from the New Earth Mystery School, which is part of a program that I'm facilitating that launched on the 19th of January. And we're bringing wonderful beings here as part of this empowerment hour to share their story, to share their inspiration, to share their voice, to speak their truth, and to be who they are, and be it here in front of our wonderful audience, our wonderful beings here. So it's so exciting and inspiring for me to be part of this and doing this, and I just feel so honored and just so grateful. I feel like it's the best job in the planet. So my guest today is the wonderful Setara Dolores Piscador. She is retired. She's a grandmother, and she spends lots of wonderful time in the company of masters. So she has been on a journey looking deeper and deeper into spirituality, and now she is just grateful for the joy of being. That sounds good, doesn't it? That's all we need, the joy of being. So she works with healing, chakra reading. She does energy work from the Inca tradition. She also works with divine light in Arabic, which is Lahe Nur. I hope I've got that. And she's also working with Archangel Metatron, color healing. So amazing, amazing journey. She also uses her voice, her singing voice, as healing, and I have been on the other end of that, and it's incredible. So just incredible, incredible being, our fellow mystery sister, part of the New Earth Mystery School, and she's come here today to share her story, share her inspiration. And without further ado, I shall bring her on and say hello, my wonderful sister Setara. Hi, namaste.
Namaste. Hello, everyone. Hello, Martin.
Thank you so much for being here. It's beautiful. I'm so happy. It's like whenever I put this call out to the New Earth Mystery School, it's just like it was amazing when people just yes, let's do this. Yes, let's do this. And you were one of the first people to do it as well. So so glad to have you here and to share your story. And it's just amazing what we've had a short interaction, but it's been so big. It's been so powerful and so beautiful. So, so glad
Yeah.
that you're here. Um, so if you could begin by telling us a little bit about you, a little bit about your story, and we'll flow from there. We've got lots of our wonderful sisters and bro stars all joining us here, so they love to hear your sharing and your story and your beautiful voice.
Yeah. Okay. So, like you said, I'm not that young anymore. I'm 67,
Years young.
retired, very young. I'm 16 inside, and yeah, that gave me retirement since 2 years. Gave me more space and more time to go deeper on this path. I have six grandchildren. Some are my blood grandchildren. Some we just chose each other. So, and they are really masters. Because when you're with them, you're in the moment. You are not in the past. You're not in the future. You're in the moment is pure mindfulness. So, my story, yes. I don't tell my story or stories very often anymore because I kind of stepped out of them. I mean, they're there. I remember them, their memories. I have thanked all the teachers and received all the gifts, uh, but they don't need to be retold and retold. Maybe I will share a little bit so
Absolutely.
you can understand. I grew up with quite absent parents, and both of my parents, they didn't. I have one sister, didn't see me or my sister as we are. They didn't see us, they didn't hear us. Um, my mother, it was all about my body, she could not accept. You had to be slim and, things like that. So she did all kinds of things that were not very healthy. And then my father, it was a very dominant and manipulative man who had played these power games all the time. So let's say that gave, kind of trauma. I used to feel really very lonely, in fact, really, really lonely. And I developed a severe separation anxiety during the time. So that had repercussions in relationships with people. You want to please people, and you accept unacceptable things so they wouldn't go away. And at one time, I married. I stayed. Yeah, I stayed for 19 and a half years.
Wow.
Should have left longer before that, but okay. That had to do with all those things, of course. And then after the divorce, after some time, my transformation really began because I had been going so deep that some help came on my path. And since I work with the tools that helped me best, it was first a lady who was working with chakra readings and healings. They gave you insights in your stories, and there was also healing. So this was a path that went on for a couple of years, and that freed me completely of the anxiety, the separation anxiety.
Beautiful.
And then I'm an empath. Kind of like motherly type. So, and also my name, Dolores, is Spanish it means pain. It means
Pain.
literally pain.
Mm.
And it's also the Mother Mary in her aspect of taking the pain of people. She's called Mater Dolorosa. So
Mm.
this is a very heavy name. This is a very heavy name. I took all the things from myself, but from many others. and I took it all in, and yeah, until I came into a point that I couldn't breathe anymore. I couldn't breathe anymore, and I got seriously ill at that time. And then, yeah, during my illness, the Inca tradition and also the Ilahi Nur came onto my path. Inca tradition, because there was someone here in Belgium who brought the Quero people, the Quero priests, the Quero Pacos, who are the keepers of this tradition, brought them to Belgium, and I did initiations and healings and workshops with them, and I learned about this cosmology also, in fact, and also the Ilahi Nur. My teacher Chiara Windrider, I met in a workshop in here in Belgium also. And only the word Ilahi Nur attracted me. So that's why I went to the workshop. And then, yeah, it caught me. I was fascinated by that. So I did retreats and workshops and trainings. And yeah, with this Ilahi Nur family, I was also a couple of times in Egypt and swimming with dolphins, but also visiting temples and doing energetic work there. So that was also wonderful. And yeah, in Egypt, I was given a new name. We were in a temple in Karnak, and there was like a chapel from the goddess Sekhmet. It's the lioness goddess in Egypt. So she's a mother also. She's a mother goddess, but she's a fierce one. She's a lion. She doesn't take it all in and go down like. And yeah, and when I went into this chapel, it was completely dark. You couldn't even see the statue till after some time when your eyes were adapted to the darkness. But tears were rolling over my cheeks. I couldn't stop crying. And then we stayed with her for a while, and then I touched her belly of the statue, and this was such a powerful energy. I was blown away completely. So then I had my good friend Grace from the Ilahi Nur family, and she said it's time for a new name for you. And it didn't come at that moment, but some weeks later, and it became Setara, which is a combination of Sekhmet, the powerful mother goddess, and also of Tara, the one who sits on her lotus flower and cries the cleansing tears, the purifying tears for all the suffering in the world. So it became Setara. But that I didn't leave my old name behind because it's all part of me. Yeah. So then also now I'm training with Amanda Ellis, which is a lady who lives in Bournemouth in UK and who channels Archangel Metatron and who developed this Metatron color healing healing system. So when I finish my training, I will be able to work with that, I hope. And I can feel also Archangel Metatron very, very present in my life. And yeah, that's where I am now. And I'm since a couple of weeks, I was challenged by a very serious diagnosis, a health challenge, which is really very serious. I don't have to tell that all in detail now, but let's say it's some kind of deadline. The doctor gave me like some kind of deadline. And when he was sitting there, and this is another teacher, Nikki Hamid, who taught me that, I was just sitting with my hand on my heart, and I heard myself in my mind saying, silently of course, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because what happened that night, I was I was going a little bit into fear, and I was sending a message to Nikki, and he replied to me, and we chatted the next day, and yeah, he helped me to see things as I was already seeing them, but fear would pull me away from that. So yeah, basically it was, we are in this time, this new earth, and everything is possible, and nothing is incurable, and miracles can happen, and miracles will happen, and it started already for you. And he saw the ones I could feel next to me, which were Jesua, which was Archangel Metatron, which was also Mother Mary. So yeah, wonderful that was to have such a company of heaven, and also a company of her on earth with wonderful people. So then I was already connecting with Janine. I connected with you, and there was this webinar you gave about the New Art Mystery School, and you were channeling Jesua for somebody, and the words that you told this person was that Jesua said miracles are possible. You can work miracles as good as you can do this, maybe as good or better than I can. So again, this message came, and I registered also immediately for the New Earth Mystery School. And the next morning, on Sunday morning, I woke up and I was so happy, and I still am. I don't feel sick at all. I'm so happy. I'm so full of joy, and I know that, and I know this for some time, but now I really can feel it, that yeah, the path of growth through suffering has ended in some way. We can put our cross, we can come off the cross.
Yeah.
Jesus also, he came off the cross now. And yeah, the new healing is the path of joy. To me, it is. And I do see people, of course, still struggling, but I know they're gonna come out of that. Yeah, they're gonna come out of that, and they're gonna walk the path of joy. We all will walk the path of joy. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I can feel the power in your words, and I can feel and the knowingness, and that joy, everything is there within you. And the words that you're speaking are going to give solace and help and inspiration to many beings that are maybe in various stages of that same experience. And I can just tell you, like, every experience I've had with you has just been pure joy, has been pure joy, regardless of what we're talking about, regardless of where it is. It's like pure joy, and that is the key. We are at our core joyful, loving beings. The life experience that comes, that we go up and down, is not our truth. Our truth is love, is joy, is expansion. And thank you so much for that. That's so beautiful. I'd like to ask a little bit about the Ilana. I know I'm not saying it right. The
Ilahi Noor.
Ilahunor.
Ilahi
And you,
Noor.
because you said to me that you joined it because of the name, and I'm very drawn to it. I'm very drawn to it, and you shared me with the name, but I'd like to share it with so anyone that's watching that doesn't know what that is. I'd love for you to explain a little bit about it.
Yeah, uh, yeah, it's Arabic. It's Arabic, and Ilahi means divine, and Noor means light. So basically, it you can translate it as divine light. And my teacher described my teacher. By the way, some people maybe know him, is Kiara Windrider.
Okay.
You can find him on Facebook or YouTube, everywhere also. He discovered this when he was in Egypt, and he describes it as a morphogenetic field that was in the ancient times only accessible to people that were initiates, but now it's accessible for every one of us. It's a very beautiful, uh, at the same time very soft, and at the same time very powerful energy. And when you share it, you connect and you share it with yourself or with somebody else, it goes into dialogue with your higher self, and it does what is in your most highest interest at that moment. So that can be something physical, emotional, whatever. It will do what is necessary for you at that moment. So the name Ilahi Noor, because I have this, I have this love also for the like Middle East, Arabic countries and culture, and the beauty that is there also, and the beauty that is in the mystical, the Islamic mystics also and poets. So the name, when I saw Ilahi Noor, I was so attracted, and then I was there and I was caught up in it immediately. So yeah, it became also one of my favorite, let's say, healing tools. Yeah.
So I lived for some time in Dubai, and I think I've told you the story, and I know why you were connected there with it. When you speak that word, your tone and accent is exactly like you would hear there. So this connection is very strong with you. How you say it, and how I, not how I said it, but how you said it. I can feel that strong resonance. And then you said you didn't tell me that before, but then you said it really made sense about the mystical. The connections in the Middle East and the Islamic mystical teachings. So I'm get like Rumi and all of those. Yeah, amazing. So you're very strongly connected there, and I can feel it's the language, and there's such power in that word, and like what we're saying today, the word, and word is creative, and I can feel such a strong resonance when you speak that word, and it's power. It really is. So the other thing I would like to say is, so for someone out there that maybe has who has been given a deadline, that's what I would like to speak to, because that deadline is for the person to give it. It's not, if we choose, that deadline is not for us. We choose. So the person that give the deadline, with all respect, with all love, it's their deadline. It's not yours. It's not anyone else's. So what would you say to someone who maybe has been given a similar experience, or is in that same space?
Well, I would. I mean, I have learned a very simple mantra throughout my life, and it's the mantra "Thank you." It's the mantra "Thank you," and I've come to a point that I'm not only grateful for the good things in my life, but that I'm grateful for everything, because everything holds a gift. And this disease now, this wake-up call, it's not a deadline, it's a wake-up call, is it's like to me it feels like the greatest gift I've ever received, because I woke up in that instant to 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 self-love, to finally, through the story I told with my mother, she did not accept my body, there were things that were not healthy and this and that. Yeah, but this is now a wake-up call, and I'm the adult and I'm responsible. It's not my mother who is responsible. I am responsible for loving myself, taking care. And it's at the same time, I had a reading with Archangel Metatron also about this, and he says, yes, miracles, they happen, but miracle is the combination of two things. It's the belief and also action.
Absolutely.
And it's clear, I believe and I do, like spiritual things, but I immediately also thought, I bought the book about the disease from Medical Medium. I immediately changed some things in my food pattern and things like that. Supplements that you can take and things like that. So you have to action and you have to believe, and you know, yeah, that's it. And you can do it, and you can do it. Everyone can do it. And I would say even a little step further than belief, when belief becomes knowing.
Yes. Yes. Absolute power. Wow. Anyone that's listening there, go back. Remember this time. 26 minutes, somewhere around 25 minutes. Listen to that. Listen to the power in that. Listen to the truth. That that resonates so strongly with my heart. It resonates so strongly with everything that comes through me and that I share. And I can feel again the power in your words, the power in your knowing. And I just love that where you said it's like that next step beyond belief is really knowing. It's a knowing. It's not something that needs convincing. It's a knowing. It's your truth. You know it as well as you know your hand, as well as you know that you can walk across or you can say a word. That when you get to that knowing, it will be so. It is so. It is so. But that knowing and that belief, and I love that you said as well, the inspired action. That's where a lot of these spiritual processes and law of attraction fall down. It's like just believe it, visualize it, see it, do all of this, and then just sit back and wait for the things to appear at the door, or wait for the person to appear at the door. All of those things can happen and do happen, but if you don't take inspired action and you just sit back and you just let life come to you. We came here with physical body, with senses, with the ability to walk and talk and smell and listen, and that's because we want to experience divinity in motion, which is action, inspired action. Not action from a place of lack or action from a place like I'm going to fix myself, action from the place of knowing. And that's amazing. So good.
Yeah. So I've come to this place now where belief has changed into knowing, and this gives me so much peace.
Amazing.
And yeah, I told a friend only 2 days ago, I never felt so good. I never felt so good. I should be like, oh, I'm so ill, and no, never felt so good in my life. Yeah.
Amazing. So
So
good.
about action also, there's a beautiful saying from Prophet Muhammad. He says, trust in God, but still, when you have to spend the night in the desert, attach your camel.
It's so perfect. It's so perfect. It's perfect. It's the story that I tell about um, the man that's he there's a flood coming. I'll tell it very quickly. There's a flood coming, and he trusts so much in God, and there's a flood coming. All his neighbors is leaving. He said, "No, I'll be okay. God looks after me." And then the flood comes up the first floor. He needs to go to the second floor, and everyone's leaving. Everyone's out, and then a boat comes along, and he shouts to the guy, "Oh, come, we'll save you." And he said, "No, no, no, I'm okay. God will save me. I've got faith. I know what I'm doing." So the boat goes on. Then the second floor of the house is flooded, and he goes on to the roof of the building. And then this helicopter comes, and it's like, "Come on, jump on, we'll save you." And he's, "No, no, 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 it's okay. God will save me. I know what I'm doing." So eventually, the water rises above the roof. The man drowns. The man steps up to the pearly gates in heaven, and he sees God, and he's like, "God, what's going on? I prayed, I meditated, I had faith, I believed in everything." And God says, "I sent you a boat. I sent you your neighbors. I sent you a helicopter. What more do you want?"
Yeah,
It's inspired
exactly.
action. Yeah, God is in everything.
Yeah,
But if we
yeah.
don't listen to it, we don't take action, we don't accept the gifts that come our way, then we're rejecting what's there. So that's
Mhm.
amazing. You mentioned the medical medium book as well. I love that book. I feel like the book series of books, very powerful. Really, I loved it. Really, really uh, deep wisdom, I feel, and completely going against conventional wisdom, which is probably the reason why it's very apt, because the wisdom around health and diet and medicine at the moment is very much skewed towards um, medicine and treating symptoms, and this is a preventative, and this is back to basics, back to your food, back to yourself. And yeah, I love that. I love that. Was it the first one? Which one did you read?
I'm reading the one about liver rescue
Ah,
because
okay.
yeah, nearly all I read there that nearly all many diseases that we have that we develop basically come from the liver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. One
So
of the
my problem is also a liver problem. So I bought that book and I'm reading it now, and I've immediately started some things that he says, and yeah, I
amazing.
have to read still because it's a book like this. So
Yeah,
I've
I
discovered still many things. Yeah.
I just bought it the other day as well on audiobook. So I read the first one. I think it's called Medical Medium, and there's just several ones,
Yeah.
and it's really good. And life-changing foods, I think it is as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
really powerful channeled material that is
Mhm.
beyond the normal convention. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. So tell us a little bit about your experience over the last couple of weeks. We've been in the New Earth Mystery School. I don't even know. Is it 3 weeks we've been? Tell us a little bit about that,
Uh,
because you've just been such a bright shining light there for us. I just love being in your presence, and you've been singing for us and just everything. It's been amazing.
yeah, it's a wonderful group, all kinds of people, younger people, older people, yeah, some men too, because mostly in those kinds of things you see more women than men. But
Mm,
yeah, some brave men too, and everyone is so unique and so shining in their own uniqueness, and they all have their stories and their struggles. But I feel um, that for many this is really a breakthrough now, and to make the step from suffering to joy.
mm,
That's what they're doing now, many
abs-
many of the people there, and I love you all very much, and I so enjoy when we do the Zoom sessions. I so enjoy seeing everyone,
yeah,
and yeah, it's wonderful. People from all over the world.
it's amazing, really
It's
amazing.
amazing.
Uh,
Yeah, it's priceless. It's beautiful.
And I,
Yeah.
I thought I thought before I started this process that I'd cried a lot, but little did I know, 3 weeks ago, how many times I'd be crying watching people's videos, and like they're opening up and they're sharing and their breakthroughs. There's just been tears pretty much every single day for me, but like you said, tears of joy. Even in the most challenging circumstances, you feel the emotion, but it comes tears of joy, because it's like what you're saying. It's that movement from pain and suffering to joy. I feel like, truly feel that personally for myself. It's been that for me as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's powerful.
Beautiful. Yeah, yeah.
So the I'm really interested as well in the Archangel Metatron color healing. I'm really interested in that. So you're going through that process now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so how does that work? I know it's in process, but in general, because that's very interesting to me. How exactly,
Uh,
what's the
in
process?
Yeah, in the first step, I was attuned to the energy of Archangel Metatron, and the first part of the course, let's say, was more on a personal level, to connect with him, to spend time with him, and yeah, see how he, because the lady, she channels other guides too, but her main guide is Archangel Metatron. And then yeah, a color, because the power of color is power of color and of sound is very important. So basically it's she developed it was channeled, like this healing system she developed, and it works with, I have brought some here, it, if you can see it, she works with a kind of,
You move it a bit closer to, yeah, towards your face. It's just because the
oh,
screen is
okay.
split. Ah, yes, yes. Ah, oh, okay.
So these are sprays with essential oils in them, and also they are in bottles. The bottles have a certain color, and there are different sprays. Like there are sprays for the chakras, There are sprays for the archangels and different sprays you can use. This is the Archangel Metatron Attunement Spray. So you work with these as tools also. And for healing, you let Archangel Metatron guide you to what kind of healing is needed for this person. Is it ancestors? Is it past lives? Is it an alignment of the chakras? What is it? So and then the healing works then which you feel which color are needed, which sprays are needed, which crystals are needed, and there's messages coming. So, but now I'm working through the through the course, and I have to do homework. So do some types of healings with people and learning about the meaning of the colors and things like that. And then when I do my assignments, when I finish my homework, let's say, then I will be certified, and then I can share it with
Beautiful.
others. Yeah, basically.
Beautiful.
But
Amazing. I
it's
love it.
beautiful.
Really interesting.
He's such a he's a very masculine energy, and he's not let's say fluffy. He's not at all. He can nudge you and push you sometimes, but I like the energy very much. It's also very in the good meaning of the word, you know. And I can feel him when I connect. I can feel him because he comes in via the back of my heart chakra. I feel a warmth come in, and then I know, okay, yeah, now
He's
he's
here.
here. Yeah, yeah,
Beautiful,
yeah.
beautiful. I spent some time doing like I'm really interested in sacred geometry, as you can probably see on the screen. You know watching it, and I spent some time drawing Metatron's cube and stuff like that. I love doing that because I don't well I've changed the story yet last night with Sylvia. I think it was last night. She was just doing this free painting, and I actually joined a bit because it's again like you said, it's more masculine. I was doing like the straight lines and the compass and doing all of these things, and she was doing more free flow. But I feel that the power of sacred geometry, the power of
Yeah.
color, the power of sound, all of those are healing. They are healing
Hmm.
innately. We just are rediscovering this. This is part of the
Yeah.
mystery school type things, is these things that are naturally here, all is like they were hidden away, especially like the power of sound. I feel the power of color, those sorts of things were hidden away, because if people knew those things, there would be no need for a lot of the things that are in this world. We don't need to talk a lot about them, but there wouldn't be a lot of need for a lot of big um, organizations, shall we say.
Yeah.
And now people are rediscovering those, and people like you are sharing it. So thank you for bringing it forth, and thank you for being a channel for it as well. For that's what you
Yeah,
are.
and the lady is also, she's so authentic and so true, and she keeps it simple, and yeah, she's really an amazing lady. She's called Amanda Ellis.
Amanda Ellis.
Amanda Ellis, you can find her also on YouTube and on Facebook. She has a page called Angelic Celestial Colors.
Beautiful.
That's where you can find, if some people would be interested, that's
Yeah.
where you find her. And yeah, so I followed her for a couple of years on Facebook and YouTube now, and then last year I was drawn to start this process. Yes.
Beautiful. So I'm going to go to a few questions here. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining here. I'm going to go to a few comments and questions from our wonderful family here. Uh, so Marie, wonderful Marie Sutcliffe, she says, "Superstar Setara Dolores Piscador." Marie, I love. I'm going to get Marie's accent down one of these days. I'm going to channel a Yorkshire accent one day so I can say it like her. She's sending her love, mystery sister, and Inika, wonderful sister, saying, "Hi Martin, hi Satara, you go, sweetheart, you'll be brilliant." And absolutely, there you are.
Thank you.
Beautiful family from the mystery school. And here is the wonderful Bonnie saying, You are extraordinary in your capacity for love and sharing it, Sitara. This love is so powerfully comes through your gaze and your smile, and when you start to sing your light language, this love expands even more, and I am always so moved and drawn into hearing with my heart this message that come through you. No wonder you have such a huge team, spiritual entourage around you, loving you and helping you in your own personal life and healing. Your heart is a healing beacon, sweetheart. Thank you for your presence and pre-sent gifts that you are bringing us and yourself now. Love and big hugs for you and Martin and all here. Ah, beautiful. Bonnie
Oh,
had
Bonnie,
such
Bonnie.
yeah, she's such an amazing like way with words. Is so
Yeah.
beautiful. Thank you so much, Bonnie. Beautiful, beautiful words. Sarah, mystery sister, saying hey, gorgeous family. Diana saying greetings. Sean is saying hello, tribe of light from Olympia, Washington. Namaste, namaste. And the wonderful Shanine, my sister, saying hey everyone, it's sunny and Brighton today. Wow, this is awesome. And Shipra is in India, I believe, and saying hi, beautiful soul, beautiful. Stacy saying hello and good morning from Virginia. I am ready for more healing. We are ready with you, Stacy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bonnie is in Saskatchewan. Megan, my sister, saying woohoo, we made it. Cindy's in Saskatchewan, and Saskatchewan in Canada is if it hasn't been recognized as before, it is now, and it is becoming a power point of the planet. And there's a portal of energy that's opening up there, and we are very blessed to have a few people that are part of that process. So awesome. So hey, Megan is sharing. Thank you so much. Lisa's saying definitely for me. Awesome, awesome. She's talking about the voice and speaking our truth and being our truth and being authentic. So um, Shipra saying, I'm ready for healing my mind. Namaste. So, namaste. We send healing and love to every being who is ready. We send it all around the world, all beyond the world, and know that the healing is innate within every being. We don't need to learn anything. We don't need to do anything necessarily. We just need to allow the joy to come out, like Setara has shared, and is embodying and is living and is sharing and is teaching by your being. So thank you. Lisa, oh my god, I nearly did it again. Wonderful mystery sister from British Columbia in Canada. Francisca, mystery sister in Germany, saying hello. Diana saying wow. Megan is saying woohoo, Metatron. She's so excited. Diana saying hello to you. Marie is saying I'm gonna paraphrase her here and put this in. She says, Setara, you are so flipping beautiful. She didn't say flipping, but I'm putting it in because I like it. Megan saying hello to Setara. Amanda, our mystery sister in LA, saying hello, Setara. So happy to be able to catch you live. We're so happy you're here too. Rosaline saying hi, Martin, Setara. Emily saying amen. Megan saying that is beautiful. And Pat is saying, thank you for sharing your story, Sitara. That's Pat McDonald. Beautiful picture there. Natasha's saying, hey everyone. Francisca's saying, I was there as well in the room with Sekhmet. Oh, it's incredible, amazing. Thank you for sharing. I know Francisca was in Egypt. It would have been last year, towards the end of the last year, and she was in the same room with Sekhmet. Wow.
It's amazing. It's amazing, such power. Yeah.
Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. Stacy is saying, what a beautiful story. Thank you for sharing. It's amazing. The power of word, the power of story, and the power that you bring and your words hold real power. I feel like this is really this theme, your words and the way you share them and speak them, it's really, really powerful. Um, so Leisha says, I so love Egypt. I connect strongly with it and must go one day. It's on the bucket list. And Stacy saying, Sitara is a beautiful and unique name. So yeah, I think you told the story of it. I love that. So what was the first part? Was it's
The first part was the was from Sekhmet, the first
Sekhmet.
part
So
of
is the
Sekhmet.
SE? Yes.
Second was the Tara, the Tara who sits on the lotus and
Mm,
compassion. Yeah,
beautiful,
yeah. And
beautiful.
together in Sanskrit, Setara also means star.
Yes.
So Yeah.
Beautiful. Marie says, indeed, miracles indeed can happen. They are happening. They are. We are all miracles, moment by moment. I truly feel it. I know it. Natasha says, wow, beautiful, Setara. Bonnie saying, thank you so much for sharing your amazing story, Setara. Love you even more than I thought I could, and I can really see your wellness. Beautiful, beautiful. Stacy saying, that's amazing. Sarah is saying, yes, Setara, miracles are happening here and now every single day. No more crosses, and sending love. Beautiful, yes. And sending that to everyone that needs to hear that today, everyone that needs those words. Marie saying, Setara, you're so happy and you're so joyful, and I love you so much.
Love you.
That's Marie Sutcliffe, wonderful
Flip it
mystery
down,
sister.
Marie.
uh, so Stacy says, Shiva Marie Villanova, I'm forever grateful that our paths crossed and it led me here to the amazing community. This is beautiful. Oh, so beautiful for that you're here, Stacy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up, and thank you for listening to the voice. That's what it is. We're guided all of the time, but just sometimes we don't listen. And like you said, sometimes we need a little push in a certain direction. But whenever we listen, things become so much easier, so much more joyful, huh? Um, Amanda, our wonderful sister, says, yes, walking the path of joy. Thank you for sharing with us. I love you so much, beautiful sister. And that's the sister with the Y. I love that. Fiona, I think it was Fiona come up with that. It was the first one I seen. It's amazing. And Natasha says, wow, I keep seeing 33 views every time. Very blessed. So, yeah, I seen it on my screen many, many times during this interview already. And it's, yeah, it's all alignment. It's pure alignment. And Inika saying, hi, Glenn. Hi, Bettina. Uh, and then Natasha saying, wow, I keep seeing 33 on the views when I look up. Angels are blessing us all. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Stacey say, I'm learning, healing, and growing as I watch and listen to these words. You see? The power of your words. So beautiful. So beautiful. Sarah saying, the hierarchies are crumbling. We are one. Anything is possible. And so it is. It is. It is. It is done. So be it. So it is. Inika saying, you are awesome, Satara. Your beautiful shine is so powerful. Everyone is just like lit up by you. Like like I said, every time you're there, it's your presence. You can be silent as well. I'm saying how powerful your word is, but it's your presence and your light. It shines so bright, and it comes through in all ways. Again, you don't have to do anything or be anything, say anything. It just comes through, and we so happy that you're here. It's amazing.
Thank
So
you.
Emily is saying inspire equals in spirit. Sending love. Love, love, love. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And Sarah is saying, yeah, miracle is inspired action from knowing. There it is. Miracles in motion, miracles in action, miracles are happening every day. Whenever we start to realize them and see them and appreciate them and share them, then we'll realize more of the miracle that we are. And then we will know that what we seemed as something that was too far or too big, there's no order of difficulty in miracles, as the Course in Miracles says. Miracles are every day. We are miracles, everything. So beautiful. Marie saying, and you are glowing with health and happiness. You are an inspiration to many. Amen. Amen to that. Brigitte says, love in motion. And Inika saying, you're looking so much better than some weeks ago, sweetheart. You're truly working your miracle. Deep respect and love you. So
Thank you.
much love.
Thank
He's like, there's just love bomb going everywhere. See what you've inspired? See what you've inspired in people? It's awesome.
Yeah, amazing. I'm happy. I'm happy.
So Isabel Aoud, I don't know if I'm getting that right. She says, I love this story. God, Goddess is indeed in everything. Beautiful. And Emily says, he helps those that helps themselves. There it is. It's all about inspired action. Inspired action. Allow the guidance. Ask. I love the way you, how did you say it again? I love the way you said it about Or it was how Prophet Muhammad said, yeah.
Yeah, and he said when you have to spend the night alone in the desert, trust in me, trust in God, but attach your camel anyway.
Yes, my mentor says something like this as well. It's like, um, plan. I think they said plan your life like, God is doing all the work, and live your life like you are. It's both. It's the balance. It's
Yeah,
both. It's the balance. No, we're divinely inspired. No, everything is as it should be, and saddle up your camel. Bring your camel if you're going to be spending your night in the desert.
yeah.
Inika is asking, are you doing the celery juice from the medical medium?
Yes, yes. I started doing it like 2 days after the diagnosis,
Mm,
and I did every day, and I felt immediately better. I mean, I had because yeah, it's a liver thing, so I was all the time very tired. Now I have energy, and I had problems, let's say gut problems also, that stopped in a couple of days.
wow,
It's miracle. It's
amazing.
this man, this medical medium, he's a miracle also.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, so his name is Anthony William. And when he was 3 years old, he was sat at the table and he got this message from Spirit to tell his grandmother that she had breast cancer. And he was 3 years old. He didn't know what breast cancer was. He went over and he sat and he told his grandmother, "You've got breast cancer." And they were all like, "He's heard this off the TV or whatever." They didn't believe it. And then a couple of weeks later, this happened. And then he began this journey of this constant communication with Spirit, and it was around healing and seeing what was needed. I love the book Medical Medium, Liver Rescue, and I think Life Changing Foods. So if anyone that doesn't know,
And something about the thyroid also, the
he's done
thyroid.
so. Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
has 4 books. Yeah.
And one of the most, like Inika's just asking, one of the most well known and simple things that he shared, but like you said, simple is the way it is. Complicated is the mind. Complicated is the masculine. Simplest things. He is like to drink celery juice every day on an empty stomach. And this is changing people's lives all around the world. I've heard so many stories, so many feedback. We did it as well. I loved it. It was amazing. And yeah, very important around healing the gut, like you said. It's really, really important. So, Glenn Ray saying, "You are truly shining and so much light, Satara. All our love."
Oh, Glenn, love
Beautiful.
you. Say
Beautiful.
hello to Nikki.
Beautiful. Love to Glenn and Nikki. Lisa saying, "We love you too, Satara. You are such a shining light." Namaste to that. Beautiful.
Hmm.
Sonia, who's in Dubai, she's in the Middle East. She's saying, "We are one, Satara and Martin. It's universal breakthrough time." Absolutely. Namaste to that, for sure. We know it. We know it. We don't believe any longer. We know it. Sarah is saying, we are all stepping from struggle to joy abundance in the New Earth Mystery School, Satara. You are a shining beacon for us all. Absolutely. I believe that so much in my heart and feel it. I know that. Uh, Bettina is saying, "Is there a replay? I so want to hear this. Can't now. You're amazing, Satara." Yes. So this is live video. It'll be on replay. You'll be able to watch it as soon as it's finished. Wow. I just got like a confirmation in my left ear, Bettina, something for you. So yes, watch it back. I just got something there right away. Um, so Glenn saying hugs, Inika, warm embrace, warm embrace. And Sarah says Archangel Metatron sounds like my kind of guy, no fluff. And sometimes that's really important. A lot of times it's really important because there's a lot of fluffy spirituality which
Mhm.
leads to no inspired action, and it leads to sitting back and waiting. It leads to the guy on the roof sending off the helicopter. That's the fluffy spirituality. We're about real world spirituality, and yeah, living your truth, which means action, inspired action, and you're
Yeah.
embodying that so beautifully. So, uh, Marie says yes. Archangel Metatron is straight to the point, no fluff or airs or graces. Flip, yeah. Lisa says, I will have to try and connect with Metatron for my healing work, Satara. I have been drawn to him, but did not realize that he was so connected in this area. I only knew him for his relationship love. Very interesting. You learn something new every day. So what would you say to Lisa or anyone else who feels like the strong connection with Metatron, how they would go about that?
Yeah, I would advise them to look up Amanda Ellis, and to go also to her page, Angelic Celestial Colors. There you can also find her website, because I don't know that by heart.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think she's a real the best place person to guide you to Archangel Metatron. Yeah.
Beautiful,
At the
beautiful.
moment, she's taking like some weeks of no work, because it has been expanding and growing for her also so much in the last year that she needs to rest a while. But she will be back online, and yeah, I would advise people to look her up, and yeah, to
Beautiful.
connect. Yeah.
So Marie's saying she thinks I need some coaching with the Yorkshire accent. We can work with you all. If I can do it, so can you. Dana's saying love you all. Sylvia, mystery sister, saying hello from the kitchen. Beautiful seeing your bright smile. Have to listen back from the beginning. Yes, you should all. And Nula saying you beautiful shining star, indeed inspired and inspiring. Beautiful.
Thank you, Nula.
So good. And Jeanette said, just popped in, looking forward to the replay. And Bonnie saying, if you feel moved to, I would love to hear your light language songs, both of you. Ooh, there we go. So we're at about we got three minutes left. So if you feel like it and you're no you don't, it's up to you. If you wish, if you wish.
I just take a sip of water. Okay. Yanakatare kataya neho Mahayana yana yana natakate nirona Sakatiranaya oh yeah oh yeah Turu Tihatayoka Niana Niana Karayana Serete Kitoyania Hoya Hoya Hoya.
Thank you so much. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I can feel always with me. It's like the back of my neck and my head. I just feel it. It's just so loving, so beautiful. Oh, so, like very soft, but again, like what you said earlier, it's soft but powerful. This is what I feel with that.
When I connect to that, I'm like connecting to where I always go with when I do this kind of breath work that we did.
Yeah.
I go to this place where there's the mother, but she's nameless,
Mm.
and it's from this space I feel that it comes.
From the womb of Sophia, from that space of nothing.
Yes, it's like I want to embrace everyone in this womb.
Oh, well, you are, and you do with that. That's just one last thing I want to say about it as well, because you came and did the breath work as part of the New Earth Mystery School, and wow, this woman is a powerhouse. I would say Steve, Shanine's husband, and you were the two like absolute powerhouse breathwork. Wow, because you'd done breathwork before. You were one of the
I
people that.
did it we did it always on the Ilahinur retreats. This
Ah, okay.
my
There.
breath work.
That's why I'm getting this connection then. I'm definitely looking this up. I'm feeling
Yeah.
that.
So it always takes you on a journey. Yeah,
You
yeah.
were powerful. Wow, like real power. Amazing. I loved it. I could just, I love seeing that. I just love seeing it. It's like my real passion, how I felt. And yeah, so good. So, so
I
good.
have to take it just now a little step further from believing to knowing this,
Yes.
that
There
I'm
it is.
powerful.
It's just there. It's just there. Let it wash over you. And that the breath was so powerful and it will take you to the place of knowing. That's what it did for me. That was what breathwork did for me. All of the theories, all of the books, all of the teachings, all everything told me. One breathwork session took me to knowing, absolute knowing. In the second that it happened, I said, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. There's many other things I'm doing as well, but I knew that I would be sharing breathwork with people as long as I'm here in this dimension, because it did give me knowing, real knowing in the moment. It's direct experience. It's not theory and it's not something you learn. It's direct experience. So powerful. And you're amazing. My God, you're like full on. So we are at the hour now. So I'm going to just let's. There's a couple more comments, and then we will wrap it up. And I want to let people know how they can connect with you. So last one, Sylvia says, "What a brave and deeply wise lady you are, Setara. When you speak, my heart feels filled up with all sorts of wonderful feelings, and everything good is possible." Oh my God.
Thank you, Sylvia. You're a
Abs-
wonderful lady too. I love you.
yeah, beautiful. She did an amazing art workshop for us last night. It was so good. Really, I loved it. So a few people, Inika and Jason, talking about the celery, how good it is alkalizing, and they're having amazing experiences with it. So, and Diana saying beautiful, Marie saying beautiful, thank you, wow, waves of God bumps. Jeanette, this is for your light language songs, and I did as well. Leanne also saying you got waves of shivers, beautiful. Stacy saying beautiful. There was a wind that blew through my window while listening to that beautiful song.
Oh,
Wow. Oh,
thank
yes,
you.
I feel it. And Glenn is saying the heart of the Divine Mother. Beautiful, beautiful. What a space to be. Oh,
Mm.
so good. And the last one, Emily saying, I have a liver issue, and you pin the books below. Yes, so the books, we'll put the links to those books in, absolutely. So, um, oh, I want to thank you so much, Sitar. It's been
Thank you,
such a
Martin.
pleasure. As I say, every time I spend time with you, it's just like everyone has shared there. It's just such a loving, gentle, beautiful, but also inspiring. You are the embodiment of this soft and powerful. I feel like this is you, and your voice is soft but powerful, and your way is it's just amazing. I just want to thank you so much. So how can people get in contact with you? I know your page, we could share your page that reached 10,000
Yeah.
10,000 people recently around the
Yes,
world.
recently.
Incredible.
It's yeah, it's amazing. It's called Kanchak Sonko, but you have the link. You can, I think
Sure.
you can put it. And Kanchak Sonko is Quechua. It's because I share there some wisdom of the Andean cosmology, but also just what inspires my heart. It has to do with the heart. And Kanchak Sonko means heart of light.
Uh,
So, and my personal Facebook page or through Messenger or
yeah.
whatever.
So people
And
can connect with you here on Facebook. And can you just
yes,
repeat the name of the page again?
Kanchak. Maybe I will
Type it. Yeah.
write it, type it to you later, and then you can put it there.
Perfect. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And anything else that you'd like to share? If people would like to work with you around the chakra work, the other things, the Metatron, all of those things. So people contact you through Facebook if they'd like to connect with you on
Yes,
that.
some things work on a distance for the chakra work. This is I never did that on a distance, but Ilahinur energy goes perfectly on distance. The Metatron, yeah, I'm not certified yet, as I don't do this yet.
Yeah.
Some techniques of the Inca can also work on a distance. I just have this small practice. I have some people coming. I didn't work things out, like how to do that on a distance and then have a website and that, all those things. I would need to work out, but we can find a way if people really want it. They can
Absolutely.
contact me through
And
Facebook.
I can help you with that. I can help you with that.
Yeah,
That's what we're here for, and this is what the New Earth Mystery School is all about. Like I
yeah.
shared with Marie, so we can work that out very easily. So, yeah, I just want to thank you so much for everything that you bring, for everything that you are, and it's just such a pleasure and honor to have you here to share your. It's real empower. We call this empowerment hour, and I feel, and I know everyone's comments. I feel empowered by you and your words and your influence, everything that you bring. So thank you so much for that. It's a beautiful gift.
Thank you for having me and for letting me make the step from believing to knowing
Yes.
on this subject and that I can
Yes.
do it. Yeah.
So beautiful. Thank you so much, Setara. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank
And I look forward to connecting with you further and everyone who's watching here to connect with you further and just follow on this joy, follow on this life of joy and this truth.
Thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you for all your beautiful comments and for just being here. Thank you all. And yeah, see you. See you.
See you
See you.
around. We're all here. Thank you so much, my sister. I will
Thank
chat with
you.
you very soon. Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste. Bye bye.
Beautiful.
Bye.
So, hi guys, thank you so much for joining the Self Help Detox Daily. This is the Empowerment Show. What an incredible lady Setara is. Just so inspiring, so empowering, so beautiful. And I feel so blessed to spend time with just wonderful beings like that. And if any of the what we talked about in that show touched you, like reach out to people who are in the same experience, who know what's going on. You don't have to go through these things on your own. Community, the internet is a miracle. It's another miracle where you can reach people who understand you, who know what you're going through. So reach out, speak your truth, speak and ask for help and allow for help and take the inspired action. Don't just wait for things to fall in your lap. Know that everything is there, but take action like Satara does, and like she lives it, she embodies it. So hope that has inspired you to do that. I know it's definitely inspired me, and yeah, I just feel so blessed and honored to be able to share these stories with these wonderful people. And I am so humbled and honored that I am here doing this as a messenger, and it's just so much fun. So this show is generally, it's every day, Monday to Friday, but during the New Earth Mystery School, I am taking Mondays off and now Fridays. So we're doing Tuesday to Thursday self-help detox. So it'll be either empowerment hour where it's a guest from the New Earth Mystery School, and then shows where I do on my own. And then on a Friday, we have decided now that the New Earth Mystery School beings will be coming. So 4 or 5 will join me, and it will be an energy transfer, healing, prayer for anyone and everyone around the world, groups, for the planet, for animals, for any beings that need healing and love. So we come together on a Friday, and we with the intention of healing, of love, of sending good vibrations around the planet to all those who need, and to the planet itself and all sentient beings. And so join us tomorrow for that. I'll be joined by a few of my wonderful sisters and bro stars. So that will be 4:44 GMT, 11:44 Eastern Standard Time. So look forward to that. If you're interested in the self-help detox and this community and what we do and what I share and all of my processes and practices, the breath work that Setara talked about, shadow work, forgiveness, channeling, light language, everything that we share is in this free group called Self-Help Detox. You can join there. We'll put the link in the comments. We'd love for you to be there with us, and you can experience all of the things that we talk about. And yeah, just go have fun with it, connect with the community, like-minded people who know what you're experiencing, and join in there and see where it takes you to. Joy is where it's going. So love you all so much. Love this community. Thank you so much for everyone, for your comments, for your connections. Please share this video for people that like need to hear that story of Setara and that empowerment and that inspiration. Please share the video, like it, love it, send the hearts across. And this is the abundance principle: give and take, and giving and receiving, and taking the wisdom and allowing yourself to be inspired and act on that. So Love you all so much. Until next time. From my heart to yours, the divine in me sees, honors, and loves the divine in you. Namaste. We are one. See you tomorrow. Lots of love, everyone. Ciao.